Today's lesson is part 2 of preparing a monthly budget. In part 1, we prepared a budget based on our planned income and our planned expenses. So we planned on having an income of $4,000. Our expenses were projected or planned to be $3,780, and our savings was going to be $220. Now, as we all know, things don't work according to plan always. So at the end of the month, we have to compare what actually happened to what we planned on happening. And the reason we do this is to see if we're on target to meeting our goals. If our goal is to save $220 every month, we need to know if we met that goal. In the business world, comparing actual to plan is called a variance. And looking at variances is important because it tells us if there is a problem in meeting our goals, or whether our goal is unrealistic, or whether something just happened to come up and it's not out of the ordinary. So let's look at what actually happened. In this illustration, we look at the variance from the plan. Now the variance is in the right-hand column. In income, we see that our income was $200 less than what we had planned on. Now the parentheses around the $200 indicates that that figure is unfavorable. It's less than what we expected, so it's not good. And then when you look at the very bottom line on savings, we see that we only saved $45 instead of the $220. So as a result of that, our savings was an unfavorable $225, or we missed our mark by $225. Now, how do we get to that variance column? Where do those figures come from? In the business world, accounting systems will generate that figure. They will automatically take the actual numbers from the plan numbers and generate it. But at home, you don't have that system. So there's two ways you can get it. I mean, if you have a debit card, your bank may have a type of system that will give you a summary of the type of expenses that you did for the month. That's one way, but in order to that way to be effective, you have to use your debit card for all of your expenses. The other way is to just save up all of your receipts. So you'll save up your receipts for your gas, your lunch, all your expenses for the month, and then you'll tally them up. Now that seems kind of cumbersome, but in part 3 of the lesson, I'll show you an even better tool to use. So, in this example, we didn't meet our mark, so what was the reason for it? The purpose of a variance is to let us know what went wrong. In income, in this situation, one of these people, one of the household members, income is on an hourly basis, and they just didn't work the hours that they planned on working. Now that happens when you have an hourly job versus a salary job. Sometimes, you just don't work the planned hours that you plan on working. Let's see what else happened. And living expenses, they turn out to be higher because the cost of gas went up. As a result of that, this household had to cut back on the recreation and the entertainment. They cut back by $100. So the net effect of everything was $225 less in savings. So you want to do this on a monthly basis to see where you are. If you got a goal, if your goal is to save up for a house or save up for college or whatever your goal is, it's important to make a plan and then compare what you actually did or what actually happened to the plan. And it lets you know how far you are off from meeting or exceeding your goal. This concludes part 2 of the lesson. In part 3, I'll show you another type of budgeting tool. For more information on budgeting, we talk not only about budgeting, we talk about all types of financial issues. We talk about setting goals. We talk about the principle of giving. We talk about how to start a business, how to invest your money. So for more information, get the book, 10 Biblical and Business-Based Principles to Manage and Grow Your Money. It is available at Amazon.com. Hope this was helpful, and thanks for listening.